Hi, welcome you all. In today's class, we are going to see a new chapter, time. Time is very important. We need to be able to read the time to know the length of a journey or when we have to leave the house to catch a bus, train or a plane. Time is a part of our life. It's very essential in our life. Without time, we can't survive. So we know that without air, water and food and shelter and clothes, we can't survive. At the same time, time is also very essential and is a part of our life. Without time also, we can't survive. So time is that is what I've written. Time is very important. We need to be able to read the time. We must know how to read the time, and we need to be able to read the time to know the length of a journey. So if you want to go to somewhere else, for example, if you want to go to the school, from your house you have to go to the school. From your house, from the house you go to you will go to the temple. You want to reach the temple, a church, a mosque, whatever it may be. Suppose if you want to go to the railway station, if you want to go to the bus stand, or else if you want to go to the airport or hospital, whatever the place may be, but this is called as a journey. This short journey and also a long journey, both comes under in this category. So we must know the time. So for a long journey there is a time, and for a short journey there is a time, right? That is what they mention, the length of a journey, or when we have to leave the house, when you have to leave the house to catch a bus. So suppose if you want to go to the bus stand and you want to catch a bus, that is a Coimbatore bus. If you want to catch a Coimbatore bus, already you book the ticket, what you're going to do, so you must know the bus number and bus name of the bus and where the bus stop is, because it's a bus stand, there is a particular stop to stand the Coimbatore bus, that you know it. So the time when because in the ticket is givenly clear, the mention clearly given or clearly mentioned the time when the bus is going to start, when it's going to leave from the bus stand. So that is because it's going to leave at 10:40 or 10:30 night. So you have to suppose if you are in Trichy bus stand, so Trichy in particular place, for example, what you're going to say, Thillai Nagar. So you are in Thillai Nagar, you want to catch the bus, that means you have to go and reach the bus stand. So you have to 10:30 is the time to the bus is going to move from the bus stand. So what you're going to do, so you must at least prior you have to go. So 10:30 is the bus is going to leave, means you have to pack everything and you have to move from the house. You have to leave from the house at least 9:45 or nearing 10 o'clock at least. That's the timing is 9:45, 9:30. That is very, very, very important. So prior only you have to, otherwise you can miss the bus. Okay, it's very difficult to catch the bus. So the same procedure to the train and also the plane. So time is very, very important for all the aspects. It's a very good aspect in our life. So we must learn the time right now. In this class and in this session, you are going to learn time. So how you are going to calculate the time with the help of the clock. Okay. So that is what. So catch a bus, a train or plane, that is what I tell you. So 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour and 30 minutes is equal to, I told you, half an hour. So 15 minutes. 15 minutes. 15 minutes, that is 1/4 hour, quarter hour. 1/4, otherwise we can call it as quarter. 45 minutes. 45 minutes. We can say 45 minutes. Generally 3/4. But you should not write 3/4 hour, 3/4 hour. That is not a right way to use it. Okay, generally we can say that just I want to show in the fraction, but we should not use 3/4 hour. Generally we didn't use and we should not calculate all this. Okay, 60 minutes 1 hour, 30 minutes half an hour and 15 minutes quarter hour, and 45 minutes you just say 45 minutes, that's it. I just want to show it of you the 3/4, but it is not like an hour. Okay, so 45 minutes. Okay, now we are going to see the time. So this is the clock, you know that very well. This is the clock. So look at this clock very, very carefully. So I'm going to teach how to say the time, and how to read the time. That is very important. So this is the clock. So it's in a round shape. Even clock in many type of shape. The rectangle shape, some clocks in rectangle, some clock in oval, some clock in square. So different type of, okay, different type. Most probably you know that most of the clock is, if you have a long type of, the old traditional type, you have the clock is a very long type of clock, and oval shape of a clock, and round shape of a clock, even square type of a clock. So very variety and different type of different type and different shapes of a clock you have seen. In many places. Okay. Now the time, so look at the circle. This is, now we are going to see the traditional type of a clock. It is in round in shape. Okay, it's round in shape. So look at the time. So short hand is called as hour and long hand, because in generally while you see the clock you have two hands. How many hands? Two hands. So short hand it is called as hour, and long hand it is called as minute. Short hand is hour and long hand is minute. That is very important. You must see that. So, and short hand, otherwise once again I'll tell you, short hand is hour and long hand is called as minute. Okay, 1 hour is equal to 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes, and half an hour is equal to 30 minutes. Okay, so and remaining what each and every number, look at this number 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So 12, these are the numbers. This numbers denoted, each and every number denotes what? 5 minutes. You can say this 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. This one is denote 5 minutes, and this 2 is 10 minutes, this 3 is what denote 15 minutes, and this 4 is 20 minutes, and this 5 is 25 minutes, and 6 is 30 minutes, and 7 denotes 35 minutes, and 8 is 40 minutes, and 9 is 45 minutes, and 10 is 15 minutes, and 11 is what? 55 minutes, and 12 is 16 minutes. That is what this entire clock 1 hour. So this is completely, so start with here, so in the remaining small, okay, what lines you can say 1 2 3 4 5, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and 5 minutes. So that is what you can consider. So shorthand is always, generally clock has two hand, one is shorthand, other one is longhand. Shorthand is hour and longhand is minute hand. Shorthand is, we can call it as hour hand, and longhand, so shorthand means, you know that shorthand is called as what? Hour hand, and longhand is called as minute hand. Okay, so generally I've told you each and every number denotes what? 5 minutes, and 3/4 hour. Generally we didn't say 3/4 hour, but it is denote 45 minutes. Generally you should, mostly we didn't use, not you should not, we didn't use, we are not using 3/4 hour. So but while you go for a fraction 3/4, that is the entirely different thing. So 1 hour is 60 minutes, and half an hour is equal to 30 minutes, and 3/4 hour you should not, mostly we didn't mention it, but it is 45 minutes. 3/4 hour means that is 45 minutes. Generally we didn't use this 3/4 hour, we didn't read 3/4 hour. Okay, 45 minutes. So 60 minutes, 30 minutes, and also 45 minutes, 50 minutes. I'll repeat once again, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and 15 minutes mean quarter hour, and 60 minutes is half an hour, and or 45 minutes, then you can say it is 1 hour, that is 60 minutes. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes, and what is half an hour is equal to what? 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes, half an hour is equal to 30 minutes, and 15 minutes we can call it as quarter, or we can call it as what? 1/4 hour, and 45 minutes, generally if you convert into fraction 3/4, we can say, if you want to say, you can add it 3/4 hour. Generally we didn't use 3/4 hour, we didn't read and we didn't use it. Now we start counting the time. Okay, so what is the time? 12:35. So don't consider this arrow mark. Okay, I just want to show it of you that this first you have to see this red mark, you should not consider, because that is entirely different. I just want to explain some other things. So don't consider this red R. So look at these two. So what is the time? So 12:35 minutes. So sorry, this blue R you should not consider. So this red R is, I told you, hour hand, and this blue R is called as a minute hand. I'll repeat once again. Don't consider this blue hand. So this is a long hand, this is called as a long hand, this is, I written long. Okay, this is, this red is short. Okay, long hand is called as minute hand, shorthand is called as hour hand. So 12 and also 7. So shorthand we can consider as always hour and longhand always consider as minute. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 and 35. So 12, 35. Otherwise we can write, otherwise we can read 35 minutes past 12. So 35 minutes past 12. We used to say or else 12 hours 35 minutes. Generally we used to say 12 hour 35 minutes. That is called 12:35. While you say in a proper method in some other countries, generally they used to say US, UK, 35 minutes past 12. Okay. Next sum, another hand. Okay, sorry, another clock. So you asked me why do you use this blue color hand again. So I just want to denote the minutes. Okay, this is 5 minutes. One denote is 5 minutes, I told you. So each and everything. So this is 12 and again. So I want to do one more sum in this particular clock. That is what I used to draw one more blue hand. This is also minute hand. So don't confuse it. So this is mentioned as 12:2. So this is 1 minute and this is 2 minutes. So this red hand we mentioned shorthand, it is hour hand, and this is a long hand compared to this. This is a hour hand. Sorry, this is a minute hand. So shorthand is in red color. While you look at this picture, this red color mention shorthand. Okay, shorthand. It denotes what? R. Okay, this denotes R, and one more blue color hand is here. So it is compared to this red hand, it's little big. So this is a minute hand and also it's a longer hand. So this is what is the time now we are going to calculate. So 12, this is 1 and 2, 12, 2. What is this? 12, 0, 2. 12, 2. 12, 2. So what is it? 2 minutes past 12. Otherwise we can say it's 2 minutes past 12. So this again, one more sum in this clock. So this is this is red hand denotes shorthand. It is a hour hand. So red hand is always called a shorthand and also hour hand. And the long hand, this is a long hand. We can call it as a minute hand. So shorthand, hour hand, and hour hand, and long hand is a minute hand. I'll repeat once again. Red color hand, otherwise we can call it as shorthand. Shorthand denotes hour hand, and blue color hand is a long hand. Otherwise we can call it as a minute hand. Now the time. So don't look at this. I just hide it. So 12 hour 35 minutes. 12 hour 35 minutes. So generally we can use to say this. Otherwise we can call it as 35 minutes past 12. I think so you understand this one. Next clock, look at the time right now. So I think so there is no confusion because I mentioned two sums in the particular clock. Okay, I'll do I've done 2 sums in the particular clock. That is what maybe you have some little confusion. So now your confusion is very clear, I think so. So look at this time. So look at this clock. This is one more sum we are going to do this. Okay. See, I've told you already, this is a red hand, it mentioned hour hand, and blue hand, it is a long hand. This is a short. Okay, such what is short, and blue hand, we can call it as long. Okay, long hand. So red hand, otherwise we can call it a short hand. It denotes hour hand, and blue hand, it is a long hand. It denotes minute hand. So look at the time now. This is so this red and red and noticed 11 o'clock. Okay, so this is, I've already told you, this is 5 minutes, 10 minutes and 15 minutes. So 11:15, the time is 11:15. So this 11:15 means this red hand between the 11 and 12. Red hand stands between 11 and 12. Red hand stands between 11 and 12, and this long hand shows the time of 3. That means 3 means nothing but this is 1 denotes, or 1 we'll consider 1 as 5 minutes, and 2 is considered as 10 minutes, and 3 is considered as 15 minutes. So 11:15 minutes, 11 hour 15 minutes. This is the exact timing. Otherwise we can say 15 minutes past 11. 15 minutes past 11. So I think so you understand the second sum. Now we are going to move on to the third sum. This is the second sum. This is the first sum. Okay, first sum, second sum. Now we are going to see the third sum. Now the time. Okay, look at this. This shorthand is called as the R. Okay, R and. R. Okay, and this longhand is called as what? Minute. What is this? M-I-N-U-T-E. Minute hand. Okay. Now, what is the time now? See, the shorthand what shows the time. Show the time. It's where it stands. Actually, this shorthand where it stands. It stands between the 5 and 6. Stands between the 5 and 6. So, and it shows that is 5 and what? It's this shorthand stands between 5 and 6, and also this long hand, that is a minute hand. Minute hand shows the time of sharp 6. Okay, 6. That means minute hand means 6 means I've told you 5, 10, 15 and 20, 25, 30. And this short hand stands between the 5 and 6. So it is a R hand. So you have to consider 5, and this what long hand minute and you have to consider 30. So 5:30 p.m. That means otherwise we can call it as 30 minutes past 5. Otherwise we can say half past 5. 30 minutes I told you half. Okay, half an hour. That is called as half past 5. So in foreign some if you go to the foreign countries, they use half past 5. Half past 5. That is what. Half past 5. I'll repeat once again the third sum. Look at the sum very carefully. Shorthand we can call it as R and long hand we can call it as minute hand. This shorthand stands between 5 and 6. So you have to consider as 5, and also this minute hand what stands directly towards what? Directly towards 6. It shows 6. So you have to consider 6 means I've told you 30 minutes. So each number denotes what? 5 minutes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So 5:30 p.m. is right answer. So you have to, while you say the time or while you read the time, 30 minutes past 5 or else half past 5. That means half means nothing but 30 minutes. So half past 5 is a half past, that is 30 minutes means half an hour. That is what? 30 minutes past 5 or else half past 5. Half an hour we can consider as half. So it what? It half an hour was completely over. So that is what? Half past 5. So generally this term at this this term we used to say only in the foreign countries, not in India. Okay. And next one, this is the fourth sum. Look at this time. So this is, I told you, each number denotes it's what? 5 minutes. Okay. So this is a shorthand. It's a R hand. HOURR, and this is what? Long R, and this is a minute. MINUTE, minute. Okay. So shorthand denotes R and long hand what? Minute hand. So look at the time now. R and that is it stands between the 1 and 2. That means you have to consider 1 o'clock. So and this minute and what? Directly what shows the time of 3. That means each number you can consider as a minute. That is each number we can call it as 5 minutes. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. That means what is the time? 1:15 p.m. What is this? 1:15 p.m. Otherwise we can call it as 15 minutes past 1. So 15 minutes mean we can say I've told you quarter hour. So that is what? Quarter past 1. Quarter past 1. So quarter past 1 also used to say only in the foreign countries like UK and US. So what is the time now? 1:15 p.m. Otherwise we can call it as 15 minutes past 1. So otherwise we can call it to say, we can read to, how we are going to read? Quarter past 1. So fourth sum is over. Now we are going to see the fifth sum. Okay, fifth sum. What is the fifth sum? So look at the timings. Time, that is, what is the time? 15 minutes past 7. 15 minutes past 7. That means, how could you say 15 minutes past? Because the long hand shows the minute. Long hand denotes the minute. It is a minute hand. So the short hand is a hour hand. That you know it very well. So it stands what? It stands towards the what? 3. It shows the time of 3. That means each and every number denotes 5. Each number denotes 5 minutes, right? Each number denotes 5 minutes. So 5, 10, 15. So the long hand what? Denotes 15 minutes. And also this hour hand stands between 7 and 6. So you have to consider. Sorry, it shows it shows what you say. It shows 7. What is it? 15 minutes past 7. That means 15 minutes past 7 means not 6 to 7, 6 and 7. That means what you say, this short and it denote only the hour. So what you're going to do, this short and what stands between 7 and 8. 7 and 8, not 6 and 7. It stands between 7 and 8. It almost shows only the 7. So what you're going to, how you're going to read, what you're going to say, 15 minutes past 7 or else quarter past what? 7. Quarter past 7. I'll repeat, that is 15 minutes past 7 or quarter past 7. How you're going to write? That is 7:15 a.m. Okay, that is called as 7:15 a.m. This is the exact timing. I'll repeat once again. This is a long hand. This is a short hand. It denotes minute and it denotes hour. That means long hand denotes minute and short hand denotes hour. So each number represent 5 minutes. So this is 5 and 10 and 15. So this long hand shows the time of 3. That means 15 minutes. And this what short and hour and okay stands between what 7 and 8. Almost it shows the time of 7. So the time is 15 minutes past 7, or otherwise we can call it as quarter past 7. Quarter past 7. 15 minutes mean we can call it as quarter. That is what quarter past 7. Generally we can say 7:15 a.m. Here 15 minutes past 7 and or else quarter past 7. I think so you understand all the 5 sums very clearly. So don't forget to memorize this timings. 60 minutes equal to 1 hour and 30 minutes equal to half an hour. 15 minutes equal to quarter hour. And 45 minutes mean generally we didn't use 3/4 hour, but the exact is 3/4 in fraction.